Hello, sometimes in politics you're shocked by the stupidity of your enemies. And in this case, I'm not only shocked, but I'm disgusted that after all the empty promises before an election, that the independent Ireland candidate, Ciaran Mullooly, has joined with the RENEW group. The RENEW group, now, they presented themselves, Independent Ireland, which is founded by Michael Collins, Richard O'Donoghue and Micheál Fitzmaurice, a number of months ago, as a kind of common sense, nationalist, Eurosceptic, social conservative party. Well, it's all baloney from Mullooly, because he joined the RENEW group. The RENEW group is the most EU Federalist Fanatic group in the whole European Parliament. His election poster was common sense and a common market, presented themselves as nationalist and Eurosceptic, and they come and join the most Federalist Fanatic group here. Within the RENEW group, the Independent Ireland Party joined up this European Democrat Party, which are in favour of, you wouldn't believe it, all the trans agenda, transsexual agenda, transnational agenda, who want to give the EU competence and take away national veto in the areas of education, of health, of energy. They want to scrap entirely any vestiges of Irish military neutrality in the European Union. They're in favour of car-free cities, anti-farming, anti-rural Ireland group within the European Parliament. They pushed for and supported the EU Migration Pact, which would mean the complete loss of Irish sovereignty over our immigration policy. They pushed the Nature Restoration Law, which is an EU land grab of good arable land along the banks of the Ciarán. Now, during the election, Ciaran Mullooly said he opposed the EU Migration Pact, that he opposed the EU Nature Restoration Law, and here we are. He signed up in toto with the RENEW group in the European Parliament. It is a complete betrayal of all those people who voted for the Independent Ireland Party in this election. They were sold an absolute pig in a poke. They were lied to. They were misled. It's not only bad for the Independent Ireland Party, it's also bad for politics in general, because no one likes to be betrayed. Here is someone who promised one thing and once elected did the very opposite. It undermines confidence in all politics and all politicians, and so it's very bad for everybody. You may be aware that RENEW already has as a member Fianna Fáil. So the Independent Ireland Party are basically, they're in with Fianna Fáil, they're now part of the establishment. And the only positive thing to come out of this, actually, I met Ciaran Mullooly today in the European Parliament. I thanked him for what he did, because it's very bad for the Independent Ireland Party and it's very good for the Irish Freedom Party. Because we have policies since the very beginning. We have never changed our policies or our principles. Another thing that the RENEW and European Democratic Party are in favour of is EU-wide anti-free speech laws. The Irish Freedom Party from the beginning have been very strongly in favour, opposed to anti-free speech laws. We are in favour of a free people in a free country, and we believe in the sovereignty of the Irish people, the sovereignty of the Irish state. So we will be steadfast in our principles and in our policies. We stand up for individual freedom, we stand for national sovereignty, and we will hold to those policies and principles through thick and thin. If it's popular or it's not popular, we don't care. We present our policies to the Irish people, and some of them are quite radical, and we do so because we believe these principles and these policies are necessary for a better Ireland, for a freer people in a better Ireland, and that's why we put them forward. So going forward, I would ask you to reassess. If you think these independents or Independent Ireland are a way forward for Ireland, I believe that you have to reassess, and I hope and invite you in the general election coming to not vote for Independent Ireland with Ciaran Mullooly in the RENEW group, be it Michael Collins, Micheál Fitzmaurice and Richard O'Donoghue, but vote for candidates of the Irish Freedom Party, and I'd really appreciate that. And I would like to extend to the members and the elected councillors of Independent Ireland that I invite them to come and join the Irish Freedom Party, a party that believes what it says what it believes. We want a free people and an independent country that makes its own laws for the good of its own people. It's very simple. We don't rely on subterfuge, false promises, or any other type of false advertising. What we advocate is radical policies which get to the root of the problem for a better Ireland and a freer Ireland. So Come and join us in the dance for a better Ireland. Gura Margaret, Slán Hispanic.